Hari Om. So, to continue with the 65 of 2, now it is very clearly illustrated that each one of us, including the speaker, if we are punished for the sorrows and the sufferings, it is because of our own evil, none to be blamed. Take it very clear, none to be blamed. If we are sorrowful and if we are suffering, it is our own doing because of lack in the control of the mind and the senses. If the health is not good, it is because of our negligence. It can be either the negligence at the food level. Now being corona, somewhere we are negligent, we touched things which we are not supposed to touch, and we got contaminated or we got infected. Think, and other the rest 95% of the problem is only because of the bad stomach. The bad stomach should be controlled with the indriya called tongue and mouth. Whatever the tongue feels like eating, it keeps on eating unlimited. Then we have bloating, indigestion, constipation, headache. All these things are the results of bad food habits. Or other extreme, get engrossed either in TV or in work or something, don't eat at all. One becomes acidic, gastritis, and again headache. A general problems I'm telling. How many of us have an habit of doing 12 rounds of Surya Namaskaras in the morning? I tell you that is very, very essential. Only by this, there will be a coordination between the body and the mind. When the body and the mind, when they are in a proper understanding between each other, there will not be any problem. Whenever the body is aligned with the mind, or if the mind is always with the body, take it from me that you are in the present. A person who is in the present always is always happy. 1 second we travel in time, either to the past or to the future, we are thrown by the emotions, ups and downs. You are in the present. Just imagine you are in the present. Even if there is a pain or a suffering, if you are in the present without thinking of the past, I should not have done that, like that, I would not have got this, happiness is lost. Pain will be there, but added suffering will not be there. Psychological pain is one thing, physical pain is one thing. Physical pain, yes. A child while cycling has fallen and injured the elbows and the knee. Yes, that pain is there. But if you see children when they fall, they have only the physical pain. They don't have the psychological pain. But whereas we adults, for us, more than the physical pain, I heard people saying, Ayo, Shariraka novu chinte illa Swami. Manasikada Wattada, in the sense that is in a colloquial and regional language, which says the physical pain is no problem, I can take an amount, but the psychological. Yes, I have done a mistake, I know, but the teacher had called me in the staff room and scolded. It would have been nice, but she made me stand in the classroom in front of all my friends. And that too, especially that person is very special to me. I was trying for a relationship. I don't know now what and being thought of in their minds. See, psychological. So our sorrows and sufferings are our making because we are slipping off from the present and whether we are going to the future. Oh, I don't know what will happen to my 12th board exam. Unnecessarily because of this corona, everything had happened. Or else my board examination would have been over and I would have been free playing with my brother. Whatever it is, brother or sister or friends. And more mature people go to the parents and scold the parents. It's all because of you. If you people got married a bit earlier, I would have completed my 12th and I would have been in college or university. Or if you people had married a bit later, I would have been in a lower class, either 9th or 11th or whatever it is. No, it's all because of stress that a person speaks. Who knows? A 12th standard student can be in 10th standard. That is also a public examination. On the lighter side. So once we remove the past and the future thoughts and live in the present, where the mind is with the body always, in a sense, you take up a book of accounts or commerce or business studies or any subject of your passion, the mind should be with the book. I know a lot of people, they open the book. The eyes are looking at the pages, but the mind is dwelling somewhere else. In that case, how learning happens? Think, my dear friends. We should have focus. For that focus, the mind and the body has to be integrated. The mind should always be with the eyes and the eye should always be with the hands. These three should be aligned. In the hand, there is a book and the head is bent low, maybe to around 40 to 50 degrees, and eyes are looking at the page, and the eyes are static, and mind has flown off, it's gliding somewhere here and there. Oh, and then you realize you come back. Time lost cannot be gained. Please make it very, very clear. Time once lost can never be gained. How to be focused, how to be attentive every morning after the 12 rounds of Surya Namaskaras. For 10 minutes, just observe the breath initially. Later on, we can go for other techniques. Just observe the breath. Let the mind be like a check post at the nostrils. Every inhalation and every exhalation should be vigilantly observed. Not even a single breath should escape our awareness. Right from our birth, we have been breathing. How many of us are aware of our breath? It is happening just like that. And all our breathing is so shallow. And therefore, the lungs have also become weak. And now we go for immunity developing drinks and that, this and all. If at all, if we had known how to breathe properly to the fullest capacity of our lungs, with a deep inhalation and deep exhalation for 4 seconds each, then we did not fear for corona. Think. Of course, not that all people who do yoga they will not get. That's a different story. But at least 95% we can avoid. Deep inhalation and deep every morning for 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the night. Like this. When you are breathing, you should feel that in your throat. Fullest capacity. The lungs should expand. The shoulders should broaden when you inhale. When we exhale, the shoulders should constrict. The lungs should shrink. The stomach should go back. Are we doing this? Think. So for today, we will just end here. We'll take up the next session later. And we'll see how a man without self-control, what happens. Explicitly, Lord Krishna explains this in 266 of the Holy Gita. Thanks for being with Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru.